Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? I thought about this topic, pillow talk, because my husband and I were lying in bed having pillow talk the other night, and I was telling him that a few people at my job were really, most people at my job were really shocked about me retiring. And I'm sure many of them are genuinely concerned. But some were just being nosy, wanting to know why, how am I going to live, what am I going to do. And they think that I just made a rash, last-minute decision. And I told them, I'm telling my husband this, that I told them that this was not some rash decision that I made all of a sudden over the Christmas holiday. This was something that I had been contemplating for the last 3 years. But because I don't put all my business out there, they had no idea what had been on my mind for the last 3 years. And I was telling my husband that I equate that with pillow talk, because in a relationship, couples are going to have pillow talk. You can have a friend and you can tell your friend something and you say, don't tell anybody. But if that person, not always, now sometimes your friend will keep your confidence and not tell anybody about your secret or your problems or whatever. But often, if that person is in a secure, comfortable, loving relationship, during pillow talk, they may share what is going on with their friend. And I often would tell my husband, like if my husband would say something to someone, and I say, you better be careful because you know about pillow talk, because when you're in a relationship, a loving relationship and a trusting relationship, you trust that whatever you say during pillow talk is going to remain just between the two of you. So this video is multifaceted. One is to remind you, first of all, to tell you if you don't have pillow talk, that's something that's very integral in a relationship, is to have pillow talk. Whether it's the end of the day, the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, whenever it is, but both of you communicating with each other in a close, intimate way. Second of all, remembering that whatever is said during pillow talk is sacred. It's not something that you go share with your family, your good friends, your siblings. I'm very close, very, very close to my sisters, but I don't expect them to share with me what they talk about during their pillow talk, and I don't discuss with them what my husband and I talk during our pillow talk. Or at least if it's anything that's personal. If we're just laughing about something, I'll share that. But also to remind you of the sanctity of pillow talk. And it's not something to be shared with people outside of the relationship. And then another facet of pillow talk is to, when I think about, like I say, I often think about things in the natural and I think about things in the spiritual. And sometimes God will have pillow talk with you when He's being intimate with you, when you are in intimate communication with God, when He is loving on you, when He's caressing you, when He is correcting you, when He says, now when you did that earlier today, now that was wrong. Now that was wrong when you cussed that lady out. Now that was wrong when you said this, or when you hardened your heart and did that, or I'm so proud of you when you did this, or when you did that, when you gave, when you forgave, I'm proud of you. Whatever it is that you and God is communicating about, that's your sacred time and your pillow talk. And it's not always good to go and share your pillow talk with other people, because sometimes it's not for other people. Sometimes God can tell you things or share with you or show you a vision of something, and it's not for everybody outside your relationship with God to know about, or at least not until an appointed time. So that's what I thought about when I was sharing with my husband during our pillow talk. I was sharing with him how so many people think that I just went and made some rash decision because it's not something that I had talked about or prepared them for. But often we tell people too much. We tell people God has given us something, and we tell people too much about what God has given us, and sometimes it's not the appointed time to share it with everybody. So just remember, in your relationship, pillow talk is very important, but there's a sacredness in pillow talk, and it's not for you to go and share what you and your spouse have discussed. And when you have your pillow talk with God, some things that you all communicate about are sacred, and it's not for everybody to know about until such time as God has said, okay, it's time. Okay, so that's just a thought that I had and wanted to share with you guys. Are you guys tired of me sharing my thoughts? All right, y'all be blessed.